Okay, welcome guys. Let's do this little live stream. Let me just see where the chat is. Give me a second. Let's go into chat. Let's have a look at what the chat is doing. Let's see who's viewing. Let's see what's going on here. So I can see one person joined, but I just shared the link anyway, so many others probably will come. We can wait for them or just carry on with the show basically. So let's jump into the show and see what's going on. Okay, so we see some really interesting data today. So looking at the total market cap, we did peak to the $1.83 trillion. We had a nice little dump here, but the dump is still kind of a higher low, so we're still really good. I'm not really concerned about that one. I think it's doing fantastic. Talking about BTC, oh my, right? What BTC is doing right now. So if you look carefully, we closed the candle yesterday here at the $44,600 level, and then since then we opened up and it looked a bit bearish, but I wasn't that fussed about it. I said, you know what, it looks bearish, but it's actually not bearish. And if you look carefully, I had a little line here, a little trend line here, and it's been respecting this trend line, right? This is a 4-hourly trend line and it's been respecting this trend line. So that's been really awesome to see how it's been respecting this. And as you can see on the daily, it's a bit indecisive, but ultimately it's very bullish. I did say to brother yesterday, we were like watching the chart about 1 a.m. and we said, you know what, as long as it closes around 44,600 or even anything above 43, 44, it's fine. There's no harm in this particular one, no harm. So yeah, that was the case there, and it was really cool. So what I wanted to talk about here was the 200-day moving average, right? So as you can see, I put the blue line there, and the question is, did we peak? And yesterday we talked about it and we said yes, we actually did peak. In fact, the high we had, right, was 45,310. We actually broke the 45,000. So we know we're not that far from hitting that $47,000 level. So from here onwards, we don't really have much traffic, right? And there's many ways for us to actually check this traffic wise, right? For example, if I activate the VPR, right? So if I just take this, just the VPR and just double check from the lowest point, you can see where all the traffic is. And you can see that the last place where we got rejected was just before this area where there's absolutely no traffic at all. So you can see this illustrated here. So everything's looking cool, guys. Everything's looking cool. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, like, share with another, and we're going to talk about more stuff like this. So I do shorts, video shorts, updates. So those shorts, like I try to premiere them as well, so that way everyone can get the notification. So the shorts are it's mini updates. I do these frequently during the daytime, whenever, but live streams every now and then, sometimes even every day I do live streams. So whatever the subject is, I know today one of the brother asked me to talk about Shiba Inu. I will definitely talk about Shiba Inu, that's not a problem. But remember, be respectful. If you have any questions or any comments or whatever, put it in the comments and then we'll obviously pick it up from there. And yeah, I'm happy to answer whatever questions. So I've got around 20 minutes on this stream. I'm not going to make this a long stream. This is just related to BTC. We'll have a look at ETH as well a little bit, and another one of my favorite coin, and see what that's doing. But so far, what you can see has been awesome is that we have attempted to break it. We couldn't hold it, so I would give it another day or two and I would say, okay, let's see what happens, you know. But guys, if we did have, like, you know, we just had 4 candles, if we have one red candle, it's absolutely fine. I mean, even then it's not trying to. I mean, for me, I'm actually expecting this to be a red candle for the Sunday, right? Because today is Sunday and I'm expecting this to be a red candle, which is fine. And then Monday we open up a nice little green candle and we move forward from this. So that's what I'm expecting. That would be really cool. But what BTC is doing right now is just unbelievable, right? It's just shooting through, continuously firing away, doing its thing, which is fantastic, right? This is what we need to see. And also, if you look carefully, you know, it's respecting the Fibonacci, and this is what I was quite amazed about. So I was looking at the Fibonacci the other day and I was like, okay, the 200-day moving average is actually pretty much on the Fibonacci itself. So all we have to do is peek above and close a candle above this, and this gives everybody, right, and their grandma the confirmation that basically the market is now on a pump. And that's it. This is what's going to bring all the retail back in. This is going to bring all the retail sentiment back in. Because remember, a lot of the retail people, they follow basic indicators, and that's what they see. Obviously, we were bullish from here, so everyone knows, right? Everyone that watches this channel, we were bullish around these areas here, these peaks, these little spikes, these little bottoms. We even had our buy orders around these levels. Anywhere below this line, we had buy orders around here. So everyone's happy from this level. As you can see, if you look at the percentage, let's just do a little maths here. So just from the bottom here, even actually I'll do it from here just so I can give you a little bit of a leeway. So if we do it from here, people who picked it up from here to here, they've already 50% up, right? So just to let you know, like, you know, how much money some people have made, right? They're already 50% up. So this is the kind of a situation where, you know, understanding when the market is bloody, you be bullish, right? And when the market is bullish, you got to be slightly bearish. And what I mean by that, if you look carefully, the fear and greed is at 74, which is still at a good zone. I mean, here is very high, but so far on a daily level, it's very, very good. And as you can see, we've had rapid growth, right? You know, every day it's been growing a little bit, which is good. That means a lot more confidence in the market, right? A lot more confidence in the market. So that, you know, all of this kind of makes me happy. We'll get to Shiba in a bit, but yeah, guys, now all we got to do is basically just close a candle above the 1618, right? Close one candle above the 1618. As soon as we close this candle, then what we can do is put another fib and put another fib around this particular level, or whichever, whenever the candle closes, and then look for that bottom and say, okay, what's the next target? And as you can see, the next target would be, if we did close a candle above this, the next candle would be the 1618, which is the 48,970. So we are moving upwards, and this is why I'm not giving you any bottom prices. I mean, even if it did have a bottom prices right now, as you can see, these fib lines are very strong fib lines, and they will definitely hold. So what we're looking at is, if we did get a bottom, we're expecting a $40,700 level. So every day it's been going up. The resistance has been getting less. As you know, talk about this quite a bit, based on this one trend line here. I don't know if you could see this. Actually, no, you didn't see this. So you didn't see my cursor. This, now you can see my cursor. So this trend line here, right? So based on this trend line here, as you can see, the resistance is getting less. Gives us more chance and more opportunity to basically pump up, and it's kind of following the pattern that we talked about. So remember, we talk about Fibonacci lines, right? And we do maths on Fibonacci, and we say, right, how the Fibonacci works, right? So for example, if we take this level, where is it? So if we take a Fibonacci here, right, and we play this pattern, we can see that every time it will basically play around these levels, and it will kind of bounce here and then go back here, bounce here and then go back here. This is the kind of a pattern we always look for in crypto whenever we're going up or down. Either way, it doesn't matter. We can draw the patterns either way. This is what we're looking for. And I know a lot of people are finding different kind of patterns, like they were talking about head and shoulders and this, that, whatever. Guys, none of that exists. As we look, remember, the longer the data, the stronger the data. That means that when we look at it at a weekly or even at a monthly, right, we get to see a lot more data. And you can see currently on a monthly, we're on a higher high. Right, on a monthly we're on a high high. We actually reversed the trend last month. We closed the candle above, so we had our first high, and now we've got a higher high, which is absolutely fantastic. On the weekly, as you can see, 3 weeks in a row we've been on a rip. We've just basically did higher highs, which is fantastic, and we broke through all of these resistance levels. These were the big resistance, weekly resistance level. We broke those, and currently the resistance we're targeting would be this particular area, which is the $46,400 level. If we can break this and enter this channel, then we've just smashed through this level, you know, and the next target for us, next resistance would be around here, the $58,000. So as you can see, I mean, there are little mini areas, right, which I wouldn't bother too much about, but this is it. Once we get to this, we're off to the races. And I talked about this on this particular chart, I believe. No, it's not on this chart. Let me check. This is the same chart. I didn't realize it was on the same chart. We talked about it here, right? Was it here? Here. So we talked about it on this particular chart. I even wrote down something, right? You know, this particular area, I said bull market continues, right? So for me, as you can see, this $58,000 level is where the bull market continues, and that's what I'm hoping for, basically. So far everything seems pretty damn good. These triangles I'm going to get rid of because we don't need these triangles. These triangles, remember, I only draw them on a downside to find the actual trend line. All I'm waiting for, and I'll tell you this one, so these two I don't need anymore, so I'll get rid of them soon. This one, all I'm waiting for is a pattern like this, by the way. So I need to confirm that this is not going to go below this trend line, and then confirmed to go up. If as soon as I've got this confirmation and I find myself with another trend line, all right, say for example this kind of a trend line, then I'm going to get rid of all of this, because we're not in a bearish territory anymore and we do not require these triangles anymore. Okay, so just wait, you know, I'll give it a few more days, maybe a few more weeks actually, before I get rid of this bigger box. But I can get rid of these ones right now. Actually, it doesn't make any difference to me, because those data points are over now. We're not expecting those in the short term. I mean, in the future maybe we'll draw it again, but right now we don't really need these boxes anymore. Even this area, I mean, I'll leave this for now, but as you can see, this is it. We don't need anything else, guys. So let's go into Ethereum. I know everybody wants to know about Ethereum, and I did something funny with Ethereum, right? So as soon as we broke out of the channel, what I did was I put a fib. So I put a fib on this particular candle. I said, okay, we broke out. This is the channel. This is where I want to put a fib, right? I'm sorry. This is sorry, my bad. This was the fib that I did. One second. Was it this one? It was this one. So the candle was around here at that time when I did this fib. Right, I did this fib around this particular level, and this fib I did around here. So I did this on the box, and I said, okay, what's the area we can expect? So 1618 would be the point where we would be, you know, we would find some resistance, and we did exactly at the 1618. And then I said, okay, in the future, what will happen if I did it from this candle? So now I can adjust this actually a little bit, because this is more accurate. So now what it's telling us, the next target for us, as long as we continue up, would be the 3568 level. So I hope that kind of makes sense to you. This is what we're expecting. Now let's move over to crypto market cap. Let's have a look at where we are right now. So we can see $1.8 trillion, right? 1.86 it's showing. Why is it showing 6 for? It's 1.81. It's a bit weird. Anyway, that's weird. 1.86, but it's actually 1.81. So that's confusing. Anyway, I'll leave that for coin market cap to fix. But other than that, as you can see, it's been on a rip. It's been very good. The market cap is also picking up as well. The volume has been okay. You know, it's not the best. I mean, $110 billion for 11,183 coins. Nah, it's not the best. Honestly, if somebody says to me, oh, this is great. No, it's not the best. You got 11,000 coins sharing this much, and this is the total volume. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I'm telling you, right? We need a lot more than that. So let's see what happens. I'm sure the volume will come in once we confirm the 200-day moving average that we talked about here. Basically, if we can beat that 200-day moving average, we should be okay, you know. So let's go back in the daily and I'll show you. So this particular one here, as long as we can confirm a candle above this, right? So we go above, close, confirm, and continue moving. This is it. This is it. So that's what's going to happen. But as I said, you know, different levels we're going to be expecting. This particular one, as long as we go up, we're going to be expecting this level here. If we do come back down, right now the worst case scenario would be actually looking at the Fibonacci's. If we did have a fib, we look at this particular level, the 2,900. Actually, we don't need this anymore. So it would be the 2,900, and I can adjust this as well. Let me adjust this. I actually done it up to here so you can see exactly what's going on. So yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario would be here, which is again on top of the box, which is fantastic. You know, having the box there for a good few months now, I think, you know, if not a few weeks. It's been really, really good. Also, if you look at the total market, what I've done is I've been looking at this and seeing who's been performing well. Guys, yesterday we had massive pumps here, massive pumps here. These two, insane. They just went parabolic, but we'll talk about these in a little bit more. So some of these decided to take a little bit of profit. That's what they're doing, nothing else. Also, I was looking at the market and double checking basically how many liquidations we have, because remember, liquidations is the key. So if you look carefully, right, past 12 hours, you can see we had a good few liquidations happening here, right? So we're looking at these liquidations, total liquidations. You can see that we've had around 306 million compared to yesterday when we had about 600 million. It's not actually that bad. So this has been so far so good. You want to see Earth burn? Let's have a look at Earth burn, how many Earth we've burnt so far. So we've burnt 13,500 ETH, and if we look at how much money, let's refresh this. Okay, you can see we've burnt $41 million so far. So far, ETH is doing quite good, but you know, even then, there's more data, by the way, guys. Look, let me show you something. Right, so if you look at this part here, EIP 1559, so these red lines are confirming the EIP 1559 blocks. Right, that's the EIP 1559 blocks. right? And these are the legacy transactions. So as you can see, we're still dominated by all these legacy transactions, right? Not many of them are actually EIP. Imagine what happens when all of these turn red. My God, that's when Ethereum truly becomes deflationary, right? But for now, I mean, you can see there are some EIP, and these are just those guys who are using the EIP 1559 module, but it's still doing a lot of the standard stuff. Majority of it, 92% is the standard stuff, 3% or whatever. You know, you can see very little here, very little. So that's the case here. Now Shib Inu, let's drop into Shib Inu. And Shib Inu, I did this. Okay, let me show you this. You're going to understand what's going on. So you see obviously a lot of mumbo jumbo here, but this mumbo jumbo has a reason. So what I was doing was I was putting a fib, and I said, all right, if I put a fib, and this, as you can see, this fib, I'll tell you what price it was put on, show you what price it was put on. This was the point when I put that fib. Right, so we had the fib here, and I said, all right, okay, Shib, what can we expect? So we said, okay, first pump, we can expect to pump here. It smashed through that. Said second pump, right? Second pump, where can we expect to go to? So we expect the second pump to take us to there, right? And this is what we're doing. We're stepping up. We can see it will take us there. And then if it pumped even further, it would take us higher. Pumped even higher, it would take us there. So we're looking at this at a different level. So each level here coincides with one of these points here. Right, so this one coincides with this point. We had to break above this level. We did that. We had to break above that. We almost did that, right? So that's what we're looking at, right? These are the bodies, as you can see, each body here, and I'll show you on the line, it will be better. So you can see we're looking for these points, this point, for example, this point, this point. So we're trying to break the peaks, because once we break the peaks, and you can see this particular level, once we break this peak, then we've reversed the whole thing altogether. And then it's off to the races, right? So that's the idea. But yeah, I mean, Shib yesterday, whoa, it was on a rip. I'm telling you, it was on a rip. So far so good. But brother asked me basically to do an analysis. Bro, I got a problem here. Let me tell you what the problem is, right? I'll show you what the problem is. Hold on, let me show you this, and then you'll understand the problem. This is what Shib has just done. Right, and we're looking at body, we're looking at facts in the chart, guys. We're looking at facts. This is what it's technically done, right? So if you get the candles, it's a lot more messy, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use the line just to show you. So just use these kind of points here. It broke out of the channel, and if you look here, right, we had the ascending triangle. So we've broken out. Now it's just basically some profits are being taken. Some of the people who bought it here just took some profits, but Shib was in another level. I mean, we talked about yesterday, I've done a little short regarding eToro. I have no idea what Shib is doing, but Shib seems to be going into exchanges, mainstream exchanges, without any issues. I haven't seen any other token fly into centralized exchanges like this. Even Coinbase is thinking about putting Shiba. That's insane. So what is Shiba? What's going on? I mean, I remember from day one, I told you, it looks like the biggest scam out there, but somehow this one is continuously moving up the ranks. Doesn't make any sense to me, you know. So is one to definitely watch out. You know, so far so good. We have broken out of the channel, so this this definitely was the breakout, as you can see. Now, as long as we can confirm with Shiba, as long as we can confirm on the line, on the trend line, and then move back up again, we should be fine. You know, so what we have to do is make sure this candle does not go below this trend line. If it goes below the trend line, then I would say we're still going to be bearish for a little bit, and that's it. So other than that, really don't know what to say, guys. I mean, so far so good. Market seems fantastic. BTC seems to be doing exactly what it needs to do. These are the patterns that we expect to see. You know, as long as we can see these patterns, we should be all right. You know what I mean? We should be all right. So let's see what happens. Let me save this layout actually. Yeah, so this should be awesome. This should be awesome. You know, any questions, guys? Any questions? If not, then I'm not gonna make this any long. Actually, I'm just gonna make this a little one. I don't have to make it any longer. But yeah, this is just insane. So we did touch the 45 level. Beautiful, right? It's beautiful, right? Let's see what happens next. Also, I'm going to get rid of this fib. I don't think we need this fib. Once we close, then we'll actually put a new fib on and see where it goes from there. As I said, if we do put a fib around this level and even to this bottom here, so we're using this bottom and we're using this top, then the next level would be the 48,779. That would be the new target right now. Let's see what happens, what the week brings. This is Sunday, so we just want to hope we close above this trend line. That's it, guys. So yeah, market's doing pretty good. Yeah. Other than that, guys, if you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on another one on another day. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a nice little long live stream. We do a nice little AMA or something, and go from there. And I got a few announcements and everything to make. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that you coming into the chat. But yeah, I mean, as long as everything was good. Look, the market's going to, BTC Ethereum is going to definitely carry the market right now. Okay, so that's one thing you have to understand. Right now, these two are the kings, right? Technically, you can't have two kings, but these two are definitely carrying the market. Okay, majority of this $1.8 trillion is sitting here. 1.1 trillion is sitting here. 1.2 trillion, actually, to be precise, is sitting here. So the rest of it is just basically altcoins, and as I said, 11,193. But you know what? As long as the market continues, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So yeah, other than that, guys, like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. Shiba Inu is going to make a few people millionaires if Shiba Inu is genuine thing. I mean, I can tell you this, like, I just have to talk about this. Give me this 1 second. I have to talk about this. This is insane, right? This is insane. Right, let's talk about this. I just want to talk about this. This is mad. So just a little bonus, guys. Just a little bonus, right? If someone picked up Shiba anywhere from here, right? Anyway, we just put this as the bottom level from here, and we climbed back up to when it launched, you'll be doing a 700, and let me bring this closer just to zoom in to show you guys. This is the number you'll be seeing. You'll be doing a 735%. 735%. So yeah, I'll leave it to you guys. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. You do you, I do me. But it will be insane what's going to happen. Okay, so other than that, adios my amigos. I'll see you on another one very soon. Take care.